On. Conscious coordination is the art of bringing every part of yourself into relationship with every other part of yourself. Rather than living on autopilot, we begin living with awareness. Our body becomes aware of the breath. The breath calms the nervous system. A calm nervous system allows emotions to move more freely. Balanced emotions bring greater clarity to the mind. A clear mind makes wiser choices. Those choices shape the way we show up in the world. When all of these parts begin working together, something beautiful happens. We stop feeling divided within ourselves. Instead of constantly reacting to life, we begin responding with intention. We become participants in our own healing. Conscious coordination is not about controlling every thought or emotion. It is about learning to notice, to pause, to breathe, to choose. Each moment becomes another opportunity to return to balance. This is the heart of Reiki. Spirit, the fifth element. Throughout history, cultures around the world have searched for words to describe the invisible force that gives life its meaning. Some have called it spirit. Others call it source, creator, divine breath, universal consciousness, creative intelligence, life force. Although the words differ, many traditions describe a similar understanding. Life is connected. In Reiki, this universal life energy is known as Reiki. Rei represents universal wisdom, the intelligence that moves through all of creation. Ki represents the life energy present within every living being. Together they remind us that healing is not something we manufacture. Healing is something we learn to participate in. Spirit does not ask us to become someone else. Spirit gently reminds us of who we have always been beneath fear, stress, doubt, and distraction. You are the temple by now. You have probably noticed a beautiful pattern. Every lesson has returned to the body. This is because your body is not separate from your spiritual journey. It is the place where your spiritual journey unfolds. Every heartbeat, every breath, every emotion, every thought, every choice, every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness. All of it happens here, within you. Your nervous system communicates with your endocrine system. Your hormones influence your emotions. Your emotions influence your breathing. Your breathing influences your heart. Your heart supplies every organ. Every organ depends upon every other. Nothing works alone. Your body is not a collection of separate parts. It is one living community. In many ways, it resembles nature itself. Every tree depends upon the soil. The soil depends upon water. Water depends upon the sun. The atmosphere carries rain. Everything supports everything else. The human body reflects this same wisdom. Reiki simply teaches us to notice it. The 5 elements working together as we explored each element, we were never really studying nature. We were studying ourselves. Earth became the foundation beneath our feet. It reminded us to create safety, stability, and healthy routines. Water became the flow of emotion, creativity, intuition, and adaptability. It taught us to soften rather than resist. Fire became the courage to act, the discipline to continue, and the confidence to live with purpose. Air became the breath that connects every system, the voice that expresses our truth, and the awareness that allows us to truly listen. Now spirit reveals what has always been true. None of the elements are separate. Each one depends upon the others. Just as every instrument contributes to a symphony, every element contributes to the harmony of your life. This harmony is conscious coordination. The chakras, a bridge between earth and spirit, the chakras offer another beautiful map for understanding this journey. They are not steps to climb or levels to achieve. They are reminders that every aspect of our humanity deserves attention. The root invites us to feel safe. The sacral teaches us to experience life with openness and creativity. The solar plexus helps us discover confidence and purpose. The heart reminds us to live with compassion. The throat encourages us to speak our truth with kindness. The third eye invites us to develop wisdom, discernment, and inner vision. The crown reminds us that every breath connects us to something greater than ourselves. Notice where the heart rests, exactly in the middle. It becomes the bridge. The lower chakras help us live in the physical world. The upper chakras help us expand our awareness. The heart teaches us how to unite both. Healing is never about escaping Earth in search of spirit. Healing is learning how to bring spirit into everyday life, into conversations, into relationships, into work, into parenting, into eating, into resting, into every ordinary moment. The sacred gift of attunement. After weeks of preparing your body, calming your nervous system, observing your emotions, strengthening your character, and learning to become fully present, you are now ready to understand one of Reiki's most meaningful traditions. The Reiki attunement. An attunement is not a graduation. It is a beginning. Within the Usui Reiki tradition, a qualified Reiki master teacher performs a sacred ceremony that formally introduces the student to the practice of Reiki. Many practitioners describe the experience as a spiritual blessing, an initiation, or a moment of deep personal intention. Others simply experience it as a peaceful ceremony marking the beginning of a lifelong practice. Every person's experience is unique. Some students notice warmth in their hands. Some become emotional. Others feel profound peace. Some experience very little during the ceremony itself. There is no correct experience. Just as every seed grows in its own season, every practitioner unfolds in their own way. The true power of attunement is not found in a single ceremony. It is found in the practice that follows, preparing to receive. Just as a gardener prepares the soil before planting seeds, we prepare ourselves before receiving an attunement. Not because we must become worthy. You have always been worthy. Preparation simply helps us become present. In the days leading to your attunement, spend time caring for your body with the same kindness you have practiced throughout this academy. Drink plenty of water to support your body's natural processes. Get adequate sleep so your nervous system has time to restore itself. Spend time outdoors, allowing nature to remind you of the balance you have been cultivating. Continue your self-Reiki practice, journal your thoughts, and take moments to sit quietly with your breath. Ask yourself, what intention am I bringing into this next chapter of my journey? There is nothing to achieve, only something to receive. Walking the path after your attunement, many students choose to continue a 21-day self-Reiki practice. Not because 21 days is magical, but because transformation happens through consistency. You may notice subtle changes. Perhaps you become more aware of your emotions, more patient with yourself, more mindful of your breathing, more connected to nature. You may discover that the greatest change is not dramatic at all. It is simply that you begin meeting each day with greater presence than you did before. That is conscious coordination. The body becomes calmer. The mind becomes clearer. The emotions become more understood. The breath becomes deeper. The heart becomes more open. And little by little, your entire way of moving through the world begins to reflect the balance you have been cultivating from within. Reflection as you prepare for your Reiki attunement. Reflect on your journey through the 5 elements. How has my relationship with my body changed? How do I recognize when my nervous system needs rest? What emotions have taught me the most about myself? Where have I discovered courage I didn't know I possessed? How has my breath helped me return to the present? What does it mean for me to live in conscious coordination? How can I bring the qualities of earth, water, fire, air, and spirit into my everyday life? Remember, Reiki is not something you simply do, it is a way of being. Every breath, every choice, every interaction becomes an opportunity to practice
conscious coordination. As your body, mind, emotions, breath, and spirit begin working in harmony, you discover that healing is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering the wholeness that has been within you all along and learning to live from that place with intention, compassion, and presence. This is the heart of the Reiki journey. and it is only the beginning.